Should we use our actual, like, meeting room?
Eh?
You know, over there with the desk.
Yeah.
What's that?
You know, I think it's funny is that you had that conversation with Jenny the other day about, you know, we've had this conversation before about respecting other people's investigations about that shit that happened with Fury and SDSO, and now PBSO are paying her as a stripper.
Yeah.
Do I even want PBSO on this case still at this point? Not really.
Well,
we also heard, nah, I'm not going to go into that, but no, I don't really want PBSO on this case right now. If this is what kind of thing they're going to get up to. You don't think that, like, am I overreacting by saying that
it's all 80s?
A judge, or not a judge, a lawyer could tear
More
that kind of
80s,
shit apart
90s
in a court
sitcom.
case?
Yeah, I mean, it's just appropriate in state funds. But at the same time, they could argue it's to boost morale, and this, I guess, you know, stripping
That's exactly what they're going to say.
Legal in this state, so.
Yeah, but that particular stripper, one that we're investigating, is that appropriate?
Probably not. No, it's not. But this is no.
Well, thank you for the 32 eggs, tier 3,
what's the word?
32 eggs. Oh my god. Vortex, thank you for the 29 eggs.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
King Rose, thank you for the 10 eggs.
I'm all for having a stripper. But,
Chet Bear, thank you for the 21, and also thank you for the amazing update.
Especially when I don't know how Gunner should be trusted with that shit.
Lucky, thank you for the bits, dude.
It's a complete fucking joke. They look like a bunch of clowns. Let's be honest.
You know all the kind of shit they're going to be talking now that we've walked out. Oh, the troopers going to be on. I'm out here.
Of course they are. Of course they're going to talk shit about us. That's because they're self-conscious.
I'm just worried about Jenny. I don't want anything to happen to her.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if Jenny's authorizing this kind of stuff, then I don't really care.
Okay, well, my brain is half stressed right now. I don't know how to articulate that. Oh, I'm almost all stressed.
You need a joint or something?
Yes. 3.
Don't have one.
Okay. We should have like an indoor garden of some sort. Like the gamer.
Yeah.
Okay, are there actually any real announcements that we're going to be told at that?
No, but
do
I
your
need
job.
To talk. Yeah, do your job. I'm going to talk with Walker after he's had his SCU meeting. And fill him in on some stuff. I know he's interested in the bunker, and I think I want to see if I can get him on board with stuff that's going on with Cerberus and whatnot.
Yeah.
Think about calling me up. You want to say?
Yesterday, Andrews was around. He said he was going to be around today. I kind of gave him like a tip of the iceberg sort of TLDR. But he said he would be around today, so we could kind of get him up to date with some of this Cerberus stuff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I told Snowden maybe if we're gonna, you know, tell Andrews about this, I want to bore him to death, but the main point to get across is we're protecting the interest of the state here and how it stems from misappropriating state funds in the first place and getting people in debt and exploiting that. And now, so them being indebted to those people and the, you know, private company trying to profit off of the PD with no oversight. That's not good for the state. So if it does go ahead, we need some sort of bureau to keep tabs on them, keep them in check, or prevent it from going ahead altogether, because it's stems from malpractice. And
where would we even put something like that together?
Oh, it needs to put it all together in a document. I unfortunately don't have much time to write this shit down. When I'm out of the when I'm 42, I've got shit to do. So
yeah, well, I mean, like such as like a bureau or something. Like we tried to put together a department that was going to focus on people's finances, and that didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, well, it could be like a subdivision of the SASP, or maybe we could get the FIB on it.
Well,
something I wouldn't mind running, again, some people together to run, but
Bench Guy is missing. Uba is missing. McNulty is dead. Forcer is wearing the biggest fucking tinfoil hat I've ever seen. And she's investigating. Like, I don't... The FIB is in fucking shambles right now.
Yeah, maybe it's just something we can put together with our State Department and keep tabs on ourselves. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to see what kind of money is moving through that shit, how they're making that stuff, where they keep everything, where they keep all them munitions, you know? That's stuff that we need to know. I don't get the privacy on that.
I'm just I don't know how that stuff if this is supposed to be a thing that is supposed to be managed by us.
Well,
I know
really
it's looked into when it's like illegal. It just kind of seems like there's definitely foul play in this scenario, but like any kind of preventative measures, you know.
Yeah, we need somebody to keep these guys in check because they're dealing with you know, it's like any kind of organization that's going to be dealing with weaponry like that or whatever. Sure, there's got to be some secrecy when it comes to that tech and whatnot. There needs to be a third party there to make sure they're not building fucking nukes or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We need to be able to see that armory and what they're building. And
the latest PD announcement just went out, guys. I'm really glad we went to that meeting. You want to hear it?
Yes, please.
Use of lethal weapons, officer on officer. Any individuals involving officers intentionally using lethal weapons, knives, hatchets, guns on other officers within PD or around will be met with immediate suspension and could lead to termination. Wow.
Thank you
it's amazing. It's incredible that they would need to announce that. Absolutely amazing. Thank God. I didn't realize I couldn't pull out a knife and stab fellow officers.
Yeah.
Thank fuck. I didn't realize I couldn't go around shooting my fellow officers.
Well, I did knife Dan in front of everybody like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
At the PD meeting.
I never did nothing like that in my life.
I would never do anything like that.
So that's the information we missed. Aside from that, we missed a
He did have it coming.
Police officers and getting paid for it. Anything else important? I doubt it.
Hello. I don't know. I just wanted out of there, and then Mineo called, and I've never run so fast.
Well, here's the deal. We're taking this department very seriously within the state. We're not going to sit there and fucking look like a bunch of clowns. So if they want to be clowns, let them be clowns. That's not us. It's as simple
I get
as that.
I showed up because when we talked, I think it was yesterday or the day before. I have no concept of time. I apologize. But we basically said it's good to show presence during the meetings and stuff.
Yeah, I did.
You know, I showed up.
Oh, 100%.
Called me and said these motherfuckers are getting a stripper, and then I went
Dan wants to use that as like a justification.
I think I
that
arrived
it makes it
that.
okay.
Yeah,
it does.
Can we at the front?
It's funny.
Yeah, that's
And using state funds also for that. How much did they pay you that? 100K for fucking?
Yeah, you said it was out of the cum budget or something. Oh, bye, Louise.
The cum unit money, which is again misappropriation of funds. But okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun.
We invited Ingvar to state police yesterday, by the way.
Oh, good shit. Okay.
That fucking jackass.
What do you? Oh, you guys. Oh, fuck. I forgot. You guys have got.
Oh.
Doesn't he think he's the Joker or some shit?
You need to listen, Underwood. You need to clear this stuff up with Ingvar.
Fuck
you
that.
Gotta...
That motherfucker.
What happened?
You don't know.
You guys need like group therapy.
Listen, I knew this motherfucker when we were both in DOC, and he was calling himself the Jarl of the Yale.
Ooh.
The Jarl of the Yale.
Was he wrong though?
Like something he would say.
Oh God. He's just, I don't know. We just don't get along. I don't like him.
Well, I mean, he hasn't accepted or denied yet. He's taking the weekend to think about it. I know SDSO is something that's very precious to him. He likes it very much. So, we'll see what happens. But he will be an extremely good trooper. I do believe that.
Well, you better talk to Andrews. 'Cause, that's the mission he's on right now.
You see, the thing is, if I go to him and I say, I want you here so bad, and I sound genuine about it, and I probably won't take it. Fine. But then he'll decide not to come to the state.
Well, don't do that. We want him, right?
I don't know if
Sure.
Jimbo wants him. Seems like Jimbo's opting out of this
If
one.
Andrews wants him, you know, I'll just stay in my corner. I won't meddle.
I mean, I suggested him. It's because I've done a lot of riding with him while he... Listen, Underwood, I did a lot of riding with him when he was a cadet. I see a lot of potential in this guy. I do. I see it. I know Copper sees it too. I think, hopefully.
Ay.
Please.
Silence is key here.
Copper. Copper.
What are we talking about?
Oh my
Motherfucker's got an AK
Oh,
stamped on
one
his
time
forehead.
that I'm not paying attention compared to like, I can't even count how many times I have to repeat myself.
Okay. I said and Underwood does not like Ingvar. Do you think that Ingvar is a good fit for SASP?
Yes.
And Jimbo, it looks like you're
God.
looks like they got the +1 on you, bud.
I also suggested DuPont and Casterman for EU. We're talking about EU potential.
I just want my coffee.
Yeah, I recommended Casterman to Soze.
Yeah, Dokes as well is another one that I said would be a good fit, as well as Stubble. But I think we're gonna see Stubble in high command, and I don't want to stop him from getting there, to be honest, because I think he'd be good in those positions.
Oh yeah, so I'm in the lobby. Is he popping around a bit more?
My God, guys, I'm here.
Stubble.
Stubble's always
Very
around.
Very good.
Wait,
Yeah,
Tribble. I was thinking about Tribble. I think I just saw Tribble.
No, we're talking Stubble.
Tribble is there. Yeah.
Mina, what's your rank, by the way?
I'm a corporal.
Okay, yeah, we don't have stripes for corporal, but I think it's in the works.
Isn't there a,
Yeah.
is there a thing? I'm pretty
I think
sure there's a
there's
thing for
yeah.
corporal.
No,
Oh,
it's
maybe
Not
not
for not for the
uh,
Rangers. No.
So, so the only thing you can do, if you want, you could put the LSPD with the Ranger patches and the stripes. That's the only thing we can do right now until we get it fixed.
Yeah, I talked to Clarkson. He said soon. So I mean,
Yeah, I
now I
think
just don't
Barry's
have any.
getting
I'm
it
not too
worked
worried
on.
about it.
I'm texting.
I know
Fury.
my rank. You know,
It's gonna
not
be
big
I don't wear my
spicy.
tactical uniform, but I don't think Soze would approve of it.
Let me see it. Let me see it, bro.
He likes to keep us all prim and proper.
I've got Irish's number, by the way. He texted me saying we need to talk about cars or bike stuff.
Jimbo, I got a question, Jimbo.
Oh,
Yeah.
are those pants black or blue?
Blue.
I like dark blue.
When did we get those?
They're like a navy blue.
We've always had them. It's the same color as the hat. Well,
Yeah, I
We
know.
had
That
a-
looks sick.
We had a little
Yeah, they
meeting
look
yesterday. Any word on our helicopter livery?
is Clarkson that much of a dumbass?
And now
Yes.
Ford Raptors?
Listen, I've said to Clarkson time and time again that the livery shit is fucked up. We can't do the livery. I think actually, I think a third party might have presented something, so I'll talk to those and see if we can get that done.
What about our
I-
Raptors?
It's easy. You just
Raptors. I actually need to talk to Soze about that.
Okay.
I do want to get the Raptors. I'll talk to Soze and we can get Yeah, it's hard with some of the police vehicles because we got to make sure
Yeah.
they're done right.
Or if we could just get a little turbo boost in our ATVs, because when we patrol up north, I can barely get up a fucking mountain.
Oh yeah, we'll give him a bit of a boost.
Because my poor fucking little ATV wish it could, but it can never do it. I have to go in reverse to get up the mountains.
why don't you
Yeah,
guys
it's
just
really
just
awkward.
paint bucket the trooper skin for the helicopter and just drop in green? Paint bucket that shit.
See
Yeah.
a
Well, I
bright
guess the
green heli
Rangers could
flying through
use
the
a-
skies.
Use the R1 for now, right?
Oh, I have.
I think they have
okay,
been.
yes.
Fury's not taking this
Yeah.
shit seriously with Mushkin at all. He said, "Oh, I'll be fine. I didn't call her. He doesn't give a fuck." So if he doesn't
Yeah, I
give a
think
fuck, then
Fury's,
he shouldn't be on the case.
Mm.
I'll leave that up to
Yeah.
you, though, Copper. Because I don't. This kind of shit is pissing me off.
Dude, I don't know how to call this shit anymore because of like
We also learned he was talking to her about dildos and shit. So I don't know.
yeah, but that was like months ago. Like
No,
There
no,
was, like,
this
a
is
back
month
and
ago.
forth.
This is while he was suspended.
yeah, but it's like continuation. The dildos were even brought up during that meet that we've had with all the street racers. Dude, I don't know how to actually handle this because he gets upset with Roy about taking a photo with an SCSO person that was dressed up like Mary and talking about the Yo cult, and Fury like flipped his shit, and I
really have any-
striked Roy because of it. And then I guess this is happening, but he didn't call them, so he doesn't care. So I feel like a fucking, like I'm getting played. Like I'm punishing people for one thing, and then when people do this, like the same kind of like nonsensical shit and not taking this stuff seriously, then it's okay. I'm like, then why am I punishing these people if you don't fucking care?
Fantastic point. Yeah.
So leaving it to me, I
So I didn't mean to I'm not trying to dump it on you. I just said, you're most informed about everything that's going on. So
all right. Well, that's what
support
I'm.
whatever you thought was best.
That's what I'm looking at. I don't know what to fucking do.
Yeah.
I'm not happy. Whatever. They can do whatever they want. She is a known stripper. She was a stripper long time ago before all this. Whatever. Like I don't understand how this stuff can be hypersensitive, but then we're also gonna hire her to be a stripper. I mean, no wonder people don't take it seriously. I guess if people, I'm just not gonna do anything about like punishments. I don't know what else to fucking do.
His
To be
reply
fair, though,
when I
does
said
get,
I'm concerned, he said, I'm concerned that you're investigating someone who gets hired by PD, specifically your department. He said, okay, you want to take over the investigation then? He doesn't give a fuck about this at all, cop. I don't know why he's even still working the case. I'll be blunt.
Okay, well then I don't want to give Roy those strike points. It's fucking stupid.
No, don't give Roy strike points if
Well, I don't have access to this sheet,
that's,
and then
that's-
Roy had to strike himself for me because I can't put it anywhere.
You should remove those strikes then. If that's
Yeah, I
Fury's attitude towards the investigation, fuck the investigation and remove those strike points. I don't know what to say. The double standard is insane.
that was the word I was
I
looking
don't
for.
think Roy's awake right now. I'll sort the strike points. All right. Well, I guess. Oh, you said that there should be some kind of bureau that handles this stuff with Cerberus. I mean, it would have to be maybe something that can look into more than just Cerberus, not just them. I don't want to hyper focus
Yeah.
just that.
No. It would be for anyone that's supplying PD or manufacturing weapons for legal entities or anything like that. We'll cover all of that.
Yeah, like a
It
standardization.
wouldn't be to focus on Cerberus, but it's kind of like because this is coming up and Cerberus is doing this, that it would be appropriate to have this bureau in place to keep them in check.
Yeah. Is that bureau meant to be police officers, or would that be considered biasy?
No. I see. I think it's. I don't know. This is why I wanted the FIB to do it, but they're kind of non-existent.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll see if I can catch Soze.
My ranges. Come here, ranges.
Yeah, I'll see if I can catch Soze
Oh,
and then talk to him about it, see what he thinks. But
good luck.
Yeah, so listen, they've dipped now, so they're talking about SIU. Like I know Soze and
what?
Andrews are talking about it because it's he was asking
I thought
me
you were
about
saying,
it.
sorry, I thought you were saying they were talking about SIU at the meeting right now.
Oh
She's
no,
in
I
there.
have no idea what they're talking about.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so I know I was getting questions from Andrews about what's going on with SIU, if I'm pleased with the performance, and was yeah. This kind of shit does not help with that. I'll say that right now. I try and tell them that investigations are going well, but meanwhile I've got PBSO hiring someone we're investigating as a fucking stripper. So
Yeah, well, that's just
Well, don't just
Well, our
don't.
displeasure at it is it's good for us as a state, but it doesn't look good for SIU, right? So
Well, I mean,
No, it does not.
we have loads of
Because
other
you know
things
what'll
that are
happen
going
to
really well,
SIU
though.
if Sosa and Andrews say it's not going well, right? I know what'll happen.
But the thing is that besides this kind of stupid shit, everything, a lot of other things with the SRU is going very well.
yeah,
I guess our only hang up
mean-
is going forward with the asset forfeitures and like enforcing the bounty board and like where that is in place. I guess I just get kind of confused if I put someone's name on the board and then they get arrested and we get the car gets points, the person goes to jail, and then they're back doing it again next Tuesday. And it's just like, well, what's the...
This is why we need a bigger case for some of the bigger hitters to say that we audit them.
So I think
the bank
Suarez is
accounts.
doing that to Octavio Steinberg
Yeah.
with his
He
3
is.
And
cars.
If we, the significant deposits, they can't be justified where they came from. You know, it's not legal gain, so to speak.
Makes you want to
You
work
take
out.
all the cash and take all the cars, and then
All right, ladies.
that gets them off the streets and sends a message.
I guess the other thing was with the violence with Richard O'Connor. He's not necessarily in a street team. He has one's VCB, but he's been basically
Someone with him we could use as a case for you know, he never doesn't learn his lesson. He just keeps shooting us again and again, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know if he has since, but
He's wrapped up in gang shit.
but in general with policing, I'm tired of 78s and 1013s constantly. I think we need a scaling fine system where if you're a repeat offender within X amount of days, kind of similar to parole with time, but it will scale your fine as well. Right? If you shoot a cop one day and you go and do it again the next day, it's going to cost you 3 times as much.
Do
Yeah.
you think the Senate would support that?
Well, it's the same. Yeah, well, I would think so because it's the same thing with cars, right? It's how the strikes work. You keep doing it again and
Yeah.
again and again. It mounts up. It's going to cost you more and more every time. You don't have to bring that car out and keep shooting cops while you're using that car. You know, you can just leave it on cooldown and you can take it out 30 days later and you don't have to pay a dime.
How many people do we know that have got like 30 strike points or close to 30 strike points? I know Richard is pretty much there on his BMW, isn't he?
How do you know? You can check on his profile.
No. I mean, how many
Who?
people do we think are close to that
Yeah,
kind of
who's
number
another
on those,
person
on
that-
the cars? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because I guess the reason why I'm asking is because I kind of want to, you know, like what happens at 30 points? Are we actually crushing cars? Are we taking them? What actually goes on?
What it should be is unfeasible for them to get it out again and again every single time with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How does that affect millionaires? Which a lot
It
of
doesn't
people
really.
are.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I guess
Fuck.
that's
All right.
one part of it, because the other thing is like with these investigations, more of like going through the finances and the books, and we know he's a participant, but like in the list that I have from the last time I talked with Angel, what the fuck?
But we can always bump up the fines with shit if the economy's changed since it was implemented.
That would be a good solution. Yeah, but like
It
I mean,
does
I've
fuck
been
over the smaller people at the same time though.
like I sent an email to Senator DW asking for them to have someone change the prices on helicopter rentals. Twice a day, I've seen Ratchet treating a helicopter like a rented Sanchez, and it's a fucking joke.
How much does it cost?
$5,000 for a Frogger, which is nothing.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It costs more to get a Sanchez.
Well, Angel wants takedowns for Marlo Stanfield, Shinigami, and Octavio Steinberg. But like, we want to do, it's meant to be like from the perspective of how they're affording these cars. Well, Marlo's involvement with hosting and managing these races.
Yeah.
Shinigami with where she's getting her cars, and same with Octavio Steinberg, where they work, how they're embezzling money or using those funds to facilitate this kind of shit.
Wouldn't surprise me if Marlo was dumping state money into this shit. I mean, him and Dean have been in cahoots to put Pred in the hole, right, with his gambling shit.
I
and
wouldn't be
use
too
that
surprised.
to their advantage.
I
Yeah.
didn't think about that. It's interesting. I didn't think about that at all.
They use the Diamond Handbook as like a betting book for their street races. I mean, we've documented that for months, probably the whole past year.
Yeah, that's facilitating illegal activity in a way. Even if you're aware of it, you shouldn't put that stuff up because it only encourages it.
I know that Suarez is focusing on Goofy. Fury was supposed to focus on Shinigami, and a Stanfield is going to be like I forgot who was going to help me with the finances. I thought that was something I was going to do with not just Nova. It was what's her name?
Libby?
Yeah, Libby. Because I needed someone to help me comb through his finances and like the timing of things and to, you know, articulate when there's like large deposits and large withdrawals within a certain time frame that correlates with street races and bets that go up on the betting book. We can articulate that his account's being used to pay out those kinds of things.
Could a RICO of sorts be pushed with this to pile a bunch of people together?
No. We'll never.
It is organized crime after all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of the RICO cases
With this
were
DOJ,
organized.
who fucking knows, Underwood? No clue. It is a literal coin toss, and there ain't nobody who can pay me anywhere near amount of the money that I'd need or want to put together a case that large again.
Yeah,
no
I'm
fucking way.
I'm not doing the RICO again. Snow and I invested so much of our time and effort building this like insane RICO case, and we were just told no. And it's like, okay, well, you saw us building this for like 6 months. Like, what do you fucking mean no? Why didn't you say something? And then there's like nothing to be done about it. And then that's when Snow and I stopped investigating gangs. Because there's no point. The entire city is a big circle. Everybody is involved with everybody. The entire city would be RICO'd. Every business, every food place, mayors, every business
That's
owner,
the thing, though. If people
civilians.
are sloppy, that's on them.
Okay, Underwood. You go for your RICO, and if you have questions or, you know, need guidance, I'm pretty sure Snow and I will be here. But we'll
Yeah.
I just gave Columbo permission to use Mustang, by the way.
Okay.
He's going for highway patrol. Instead, he can use a Mustang for it.
Yeah. Oh, it's the same with this stuff. I'm very limited with time.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have a lot of time to write stuff down and piece it all together. That's why I'd want people to help me, but I don't want people to help me with a bunch of this shit and then push a case that's just gonna flop.
Yeah. Well, that's
I think if we have a valid RICO case, then we need to take that to like, I don't know, somebody like Crane, or we need an actual person who knows what the fuck they're doing, because RICO cases are so difficult. And if any of these fucking, you know, dumbass lawyers that are in the city comes along, they'll just literally just tear it apart because it's easy to do, because for various reasons. It's very easy to tear a RICO case apart if it's been put together by people who don't necessarily know what they're doing.
Yeah, you need There's so many moving
it's
parts.
not like I
in a
wouldn't
RICO
help.
case.
It scares the fuck out of me, man, honestly. Because it
So
really
many
is a
moving
coin
parts.
toss.
You gotta cover every base, and that's very, very difficult.
Also have to worry about the officers that are working on it with you, either leaking information or casually talking about stuff, or how they ascertain information, make sure it's done legally.
Yeah, like if
and
there's
then-
any kind of hole, the whole case can come crumbling down just because of one thing, and it's like, why did I do all this work again?
Like, the other thing is, if we talk with Crane about any of this stuff, if he gets too involved, then he'll conflict himself out of it.
Well, that's fine. Another judge can take it. but using him for things like getting advice on how we put cases like that together, I think is kind of necessary, really. Because like if we don't ever do cases like that, then I think that would be a shame, personally. I guess I'm just kind of jaded after that big Rico case a while ago. But it was a while ago. Maybe things would be different. I don't know.
There's a Mayoral Security Act.
Oh yeah, you see the legislation got put in cover for the missiles, but we're not taking them.
What's it called? I'm just going over the legislation right now.
The ammunition or something like that.
Oh, Unified Police Department munitions
arms thing. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Provisions of the bill include armored vehicles for transport and hiring of private security. Royalties. This bill creates and maintains a methodology for compensating artists for their successful deployment of music into the radio platforms of the city. This bill is to recognize both the dispatch and PD tow members as state government employees. That's pretty good. Okay. Unified Police Department Munitions Act. This bill is established to recognize the Senate granting authority to the Unified Police Department to retrofit existing PD aircraft with combat-ready missile deployment systems and munitions utilized therein, as well as to procedure said deployment systems and munitions via government funds.
So yeah, we're not going to take them. We're going to explore other options instead.
Okay. Or Top Gun.
Yeah. And do you think High Command are going to try and force me to do something in my own department? As in the Air Corps?
I don't know.
Because they can't really, because I don't belong to them. And it's my fucking department. So. And if they try and take it away from me, I will burn those helicopters to the ground.
No. Give me one.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like they would respect the fact that I'm saying no. That's what I would hope anyway, but we'll see.
Oh, the enhanced parole program.
What's that?
Wait, what did you say, Copper?
The enhanced parole program. This was 5 months ago.
Oh.
The enhanced parole program is an enhancement to the general conditions of parole, which may be referenced in the MDW under legislation entry 3038.
Interesting.
Okay. Sample enhanced parole conditions. In addition to community service, parole officers and judges, senators may suggest any number of conditions to trade off for a lesser jail sentence, reduced fine, or leniency overall punishment. These may include, but are not limited to, regular physical and mental examinations by pillbox medical staff, community outreach and counseling for at-risk individuals, either in Bolingbrook or in public, mandatory drug and alcohol screening each tsunami, inability to utilize any vehicle except for a bicycle, public beautification such as street sweeping and lawn trimming.
So this parole program, who does this apply to? Where are you seeing this?
I'm just looking in legislation.
Oh.
This program is completely voluntary and must be enacted through a formal written agreement on the docket, which outlines the conditions, name the parole officer, and the total time to be served on the enhanced parole program. If the parolee wishes to withdraw at any time, that is their right, and they will be remanded to the custody of the DOC at Bolingbrook for the amount of the time remaining. I guess it's officer, like the arresting officer agreement. Anyway, what's up, Snow?
I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. Yeah. I'm gonna go and chill. I need food as well. I'm really hungry.
I catch you around.
But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night. And yeah, I'm waiting for when they ask me about the missiles, and I'm gonna say I don't want them. And they're gonna try and here's what I think is gonna happen. I reckon they're gonna try and guilt me, trip me, and say, "Oh, but we put all together all this stuff." I don't give a fuck. That's what I think. I'm going to bed. Mineo, I'm off to bed. I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Weapons manufacturing, it's 10 years.
I would say that.
Hey, what are you doing? Are you looking on the MDW?
I'm looking at legislation.
Yeah.
Okay. Jimbo, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
I was talking with my rangers. I called them my the Ranger Angels. How would you feel about, you know how like fishing tournaments go on?
Yeah.
How about hunting tournaments and hunting locations changing like 3 times per tsunami?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And
It's like
maybe,
is it in Hawaii where they have some sort of island where they have like non-native deer that just overrun the place, and then sometimes every few times a year there'll just be huge hunting parties that go out and kill them all, pretty much, something like that.
I mean, yeah, that's like all over though. I mean, and what we were talking about over there also is like maybe like a duck season in the swamps.
Oh yeah.
And then also, I know it's probably not possible, but like alligator season. But I don't know if we can actually physically
Hey, I have
get
something
that.
for you too. Oh wait, I only
Not
have
sure
one
about that
left.
one.
I'll make
You know
it
what
up
I'm saying?
this
But
way.
how cool
One of
would
you
that
can
be?
have one of those, and
giving
the other can have tea.
Imagine giving the swamps a fucking actually reason for people to go hunting there, like chase the fucking alligator and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta talk to some people about maybe getting hunting areas moved, and so it's not in that one general spot, and maybe giving people more of a reason to, you know, go hunting, and give my rangers something more to do up north, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're great ideas. Because there's
All right.
certain areas of the city that go untreated, right? So wildlife's
Yeah.
gonna run wild over there, and you know you gotta
Exactly.
keep tabs and may as well get the hunters to do it, right?
Exactly, because it's going to be overpopulated in certain areas. Because right now it's only
But
keen on one area.
you gotta make sure they don't shoot the endangered species that might be in those areas, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing, because my rangers are telling me that there's been sightings of bears now, but very rare.
Yeah, it's very rare. I think the last time I saw the bear was like a couple of months ago, and we relocated him to a den because people were getting attacked because they were just running up to him being like, "Ooh, bear," over by the fishing zone because the fish was around like the water. So people were getting mauled by this bear like constantly.
Oh.
Dude, birds aren't real.
Because they were being stupid. No, bear, not bird.
We were talking about hunting, and I just have
okay.
I have
So
to. Sorry, Mineo. Go ahead.
That's okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna rant about birds. It's stupid. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Mina's gonna put together a document, and we're gonna push it forward to see if we can get stuff changed with it. And I think Maddie's gonna help her with it. So yeah, hopefully we can get some cool
honestly,
stuff.
if you're gonna put a document together like that, the reasons for it, I would honestly just go, just go out to some spots and say, there's the population of deer in this area is getting a bit too crazy, and we see, spurts of overpopulation, and to keep them in check, may as well get the hunters on it, and then the rangers will be able to keep tabs on what people are doing and make sure they don't kill any endangered species in those I don't know what we call it.
You know what'd be cool is if you guys for those regions that are like approved hunting areas, not just the one that's in the giant fucking circle right now, but identify the species that are there, because that area is overhunted, just flat out overhunted.
Yeah,
it's not even that.
Yeah, that
there's
area
evasive
right now, I guess,
species
from
somewhere
what we've
else.
been told, is it's just like mountain lions for the most part now. Like
it's just it's
deer
overhunted.
and everything hardly show up,
and
anymore.
the animals have moved on to a different area.
Yeah,
and in connection with
it could
invasive
even
species.
have some more complex stuff, like you might be able to approve certain people to go and snatch up some raccoons in the city, get it like a net or something. But you obviously don't want people grabbing dogs, those nets and shit.
I think my concern with that is people are like, I don't know if you've seen it, Underwood, but people are like really crazy about raccoons, and they're all trying to get like pet raccoons.
Oh, that would
and
be
shit.
actually
like,
fucking
And
nuts.
Mary has like
actually.
People are-
2 of them.
yeah,
Imagine
people are
being,
going
like-
really crazy.
Imagine being
about
like
raccoons.
fucking pest control and like you have a
Mhm.
job as pest control and you got to put cages down to like get
Yeah.
raccoons. Oh my
But it-
fucking god!
But
What
it'd be your guys' job to
Yeah, they
make
got
sure
to
they're not
deliver them to
catching-
us. Yeah.
either deliver them to you or take them to somewhere they can, be treated. And
Is this a bit
all that
much where
jazz.
like if you own a property, there's a like your house has X amount of damage due to,
hey,
like,
maintenance fees go up if the
gophers
pest
or
control aren't coming
whatever.
and,
and then you would have them come out there and check the property.
yeah,
Otherwise,
well, maybe
you're
if. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't know. This
a
is
lot of
probably too
ideas.
much.
Oh, but like if there's let's say Mirror Park gets overrun with raccoons or something,
Yeah.
everybody's maintenance fees go through the roof. So you need to get pest control in there to make sure that the raccoons don't go crazy. It's going to cost the people that live there too much, and they're going to want pest control there. Then the rangers come along, make sure they're not scooping up dogs and cats,
Mhm.
because they're worth a lot.
So bug stars will
Make sure
actually
they're on
be
the
a
keep-
thing.
Mina, you putting these all in notes?
But like
I am
besides,
adding
I mean,
to
being
my
a property owner, it's not just paying taxes, but like the actual maintenance and taking care of your house. So like termite stuff, gophers, bats, scorpions, basically anything can get into your attic. I guess water damage. I don't know
Hey,
how
Minnie,
that
I wanted
has
to
to do with
actually
you
talk to
guys,
you
but
about
maybe a
something as
dolphin could
well.
get it.
What the fuck, Copper?
I don't know. But,
Yeah,
but
I
the
don't
point
say the way you.
the
Sorry.
point is that something in additional to being a homeowner that has something to do with like the species that are here in the region that you chose to have your house, like the
Yeah,
Mirror
that's the-
Park's like over by like a wilderness area, right? Very
That's the
easy.
thing. That's why it could be different areas where there could be a certain population burst of raccoons in Mirror Park. So pest control, they're gonna focus more on there, and that will allow rangers to focus that area too, right? And
Deer eating all of the ponies,
yeah, maybe the deer might come in from the hills or something.
eating all the
Get rid of
daffodils.
some of the deer that run around in Mirror Park, get in front of cars, killing people.
You know what we're also thinking about doing?
Hmm.
Getting gold panning licenses for people.
Ooh,
People are just running rampant, going on
currently
people's
you can just
property.
you
Yeah.
can just get the pan and just go wherever the hell you want for the most part. Now
Yeah.
people will shame you if you pan in like a fountain, but it doesn't stop people from panning in a fountain.
it doesn't stop.
Who should,
people.
who should we go? Should we talk to the judges about that? About gold panning licenses? Maybe getting like legislation like pushed through on that?
I think you may need to go in.
Cran, you said?
Yeah, because he's Chief Justice, so I think all legislation goes through him in the
Let me
Senate.
email him.
Yeah, like I said, when it comes to writing up the stuff regarding the hunting and whatnot, I would honestly, the point you want to hit about, there could be different parts of the city or the island where overpopulation's a problem, or like I said, raccoons coming around different neighborhoods, driving up maintenance fees, so to keep them down, get pest control in there. But at the same time, you got to keep tabs on them
Would
as
it be
rangers.
alright if I put raccoons or other pests? Because there's like
Yeah.
rats.
I
and
mean,
stuff
I
you
don't
could
know.
like that,
do
and,
you could do
and other
rats,
things.
you could do
yeah.
you could do
Yeah.
foxes, you could do
Well,
bunnies.
you can hit on more than that. Like, let's say there's pest control. There's also invasive species and over hunting in another area. So you hit on all 3 of those.
Because
on
the main thing
why
that
those
'cause I
ran-
have
those-
like a list of
Those spots should
Oh.
move around.
sorry, Underwood, I thought you were about to beat him with your teeth. I have a list of various stuff here. Like I'm gonna be circling other areas that the hunting zone can move into because of overhunting in one area. Because I think that's sort of what has happened since the hunting zone hasn't moved in a long time. That
You started
area is
watching
sort of
Columbo? This
overhunted,
is
and we need
a
to give
murder
it
she wrote.
time for the deer to start coming back and everything like that. So I think having the hunting zone move periodically would be
Dude,
more
Columbo's
beneficial
great.
for our wildlife as well.
Yeah.
I think having the fishing zone move more than along the river might also be beneficial as well, because currently the fishing zone only moves along the river, and it's sort of the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
So I have
I get
that,
that.
and I'm going to add in the thing about the invasive species and stuff that are
Mhm.
starting to invade the city, like raccoon and rats, just general like pest animals, I guess, quote unquote, so that, you know, maybe some kind of pest control so that we can deal
Yeah,
with
just
them.
say it's even though these guys are paying static maintenance fees, right? You could suggest that there would be more dynamic maintenance fees for the home. They would drive an area up if there is pests there, and that's why that area would be more of a hot spot for pest control to come in and drive down maintenance fees in an area.
You know what
Right.
happens frequently?
That'd be a
is rats get into people's engines because they especially in the winter season, like it's very cold, and so like you drive your car home and you park in your garage or you park in your driveway, the rats will climb into your engine and make a nest there because it's warm, and they'll eat up all the electrical cables. You can have an infestation that fucks up your cars.
Out,
yeah,
and then you can't move because their engine's conked out.
Yeah.
That's where pest control comes in.
Yep.
Them rangers keep tabs on them.
I want scorpions in the attic. That's real.
Mineo, do you know how long you'll be around today?
I'll be around for a bit.
I was asking because I wanted to see if you would be up to potentially riding with Jeffrey Price, because he is around and he was the one that we were gonna like watch for.
Jeffrey
and I feel like you're a good judge of people's attitudes.
Say that one more time.
Like
My apologies.
Jeffrey Price was the one that everybody wanted to be a park ranger, but there was an incident where he had an attitude, and so that's why
he has
sort of
a fucking
being watched
attitude
right now. And so I thought it might be good for you to ride with him and just kind of feel it out and what you think.
Is he on duty?
He is on duty right now.
Yeah, he is.
Where is this guy? What the fuck is? Who is he? I don't even
He's
know
an
who this guy is.
SDSO. He
He's
used
a
to be
bozo.
LSPD.
He's a bozo, you say, huh?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
I
I feel
never
like
had
if
any
I
issues
ride with him,
him.
he's probably gonna be all nice and like, oh yeah, you know. Like I feel like he's gonna play that, you know.
Bring him around other people and just see how he interacts with other people. Because he does the same with me.
Exactly.
He's pretty like he's actually really great around me, and then I see how he treats other people, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh God. Okay.
It's funny though. He might be great material for you guys. I don't know.
There was also one more person that I wanted to recommend. Do you know Bobby?
Bobby who?
Bobby Russell.
Ooh.
Nah.
Bobby
You know Bobby.
is a really amazing person. She's been trying to be a park ranger for a very, very long time.
She on duty?
I believe
think
so.
You gotta introduce me to these fucking people. I don't know who nobody is.
No, you know what voice if you heard on radio.
Probably.
Used to be EMS.
No,
No,
it used to
Bobby's
be
not on duty right
EMS.
now.
Oh, I think Bobby got off duty.
I like Bobby.
She's a detective. She's a senior detective.
Yeah,
she's around again, but she's amazing.
She really does her work, and she's really easy to work with. The team player sort, like automatically.
She started doing range stuff roughly when I started doing it as well, and she was quite heavy on it, just like I was. The only thing I've noticed recently is she's been more city patrol and doing more detective things. I think because she's become a senior detective.
Yeah.
So it's just seeing like if she'd be willing to go back up north and stuff. But
I
she was
personally
really
blame
good.
the gold panners for ruining
everything.
True.
Filthy gold painter.
Yeah. With Bobby, she's if you're looking into anything, she's the first person to say, well, what can I do? Or she'll, even without you asking to do anything, she's like, oh, I've looked into this and here's the information that I found. Do you want me to keep doing this? What do I, like, she's great to have on a team.
She's also absolutely amazing in her one.
What the fuck is this? Time Reducer, Lucas, and Joseph Oxlong all riding together. What the fuck are they doing? The fucking ain't all over again. That's why this is why that department's a fucking joke.
But ain't Lucas
Imagine trying to have different friends, right?
Imagine actually trying to fucking differentiate yourself.
I mean, that's why you and I hang out so much, because Vinny never calls
Exactly.
me or hangs out with Olga.
Oh, what's this guy doing here? Hey, no fucking PD in here. Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
Winston.
I'm waiting for Underwood.
Hey, Winston, I'm only joking.
Oh yeah. Oh, hey, what up, Winston? Oh,
I love you, Winston.
Oh, I thought you guys were still in your meeting. I didn't want to
No.
intrude.
McClane, get the fuck out of here, McClane.
Hey, guys, listen.
Fucking LSP piece of shit.
Whoa. Can we be friends here?
Hey, what's up, McClane?
Yeah.
Yeah, not when you have a fucking strippers dance for you. You're fucking absolutely disgusting.
That was disgusting. I agree.
Strange.
Yeah, right.
You want to talk to me? You got to talk to my angels, my range angels.
I left
Your
immediately after seeing
Those
that.
are my rangels, yes.
Right.
I'll be honest, I had a headache.
Hey, what's
so
up,
I missed the whole
Rangels?
thing.
Hey, what's up?
Looking
You know what?
professional.
I'm glad that you have standards,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
McClane. That's good.
Thank you, Copper.
Good.
Thank you.
One of your personality needs to. It's different for you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I was busy massaging one of those cadets. You know, she had a long
What?
day at work.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, Juno.
Juno?
I think
Oh,
Were you trying
Yeah.
to massage Bass's
you were
wife?
massaging
Bess is excuse me?
his fiance.
What?
I think.
Oh, is it
Fiance?
fiance? I think? Oh, they're not
Yeah.
married yet?
Fiance.
Yeah, fiance. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Man.
you're massaging your
You're
cheeks.
just
Mhm.
tenderizing for when Bass comes.
You trying to get with your Chiefs?
You're like a
Yeah,
fluffer.
Partner?
She never said anything about this.
Oh.
Oh, it was very
Oh.
public. It was incredibly public.
Jesus, McClane.
well,
God
I
damn you,
haven't
bro.
been
Jeez.
around. I mean, I don't keep my, I don't keep my nose to the ground for that type of stuff.
Okay.
All right, listen,
She,
let's
I
get
mean,
the fuck
she came
out
on
there,
to
huh?
me. All right, so
Yeah.
Yep.
Winston,
Let's get
can
out
I,
there. Let's go
chat
catch
with
these
you?
criminal scum.
all right.
Alright.
Yo.
How you doing, Mineo?
Um,
What's
Good.
Let me talk to you real quick.
Bye, Rangers.
Yeah,
Big
come here,
fan.
come
Big
here with
fan.
me. Come,
I'm a big
Mineo,
fan of
also.
you.